Wysteria, energy, twister. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are now on Samson. So this is how Samson came to light, guys. One of these British immigrants was the holy Samson, who laboured to convert pagan Britanny into Christianity. He hailed from Pembrokeshire, and the legend relates that his parents, being childless, constructed a menhir of pure silver and gave it to the poor in the hope that a son might be born to them. Their desire was fulfilled, and Samson, the son in question, became a great missionary of the church. Accompanied by 48 monks, he crossed the channel and landed on the shores of the Bay of St. Brieuc, a savage and deserted district. As the keel of his galley grated on the beach, the saint beheld a man on the shore seated at the door of a miserable hut, who endeavoured to attract his attention by signs. Samson approached the shore dweller, who took him by the hand and, leading him into the wretched dwelling, showing him his wife and daughter stricken with sickness. Samson relieved their pain, and the husband and father, who despite his humble appearance was chief of the neighbouring territory, gave him a grant of land hard by. Here, close to the celebrated menhir of Dol, he and his monks built their cells. Soon a chapel rose near the ancient seat of pagan worship, in later days the site of a great cathedral. Telio, a British monk, with the assistance of Saint Samson, planted near Dol an orchard 3 miles in length, and to him is attributed the introduction of the apple tree into Britanny. Wherever the monks went, they cultivated the soil. All had in their mouths the words of the apostle, "If any would not work, neither should he eat." The people admired the industry of the newcomers, and from admiration they passed to imitation. The peasants joined the monks in tilling the ground, and even the brigands from the hills and forests became agriculturists. The cross and the plough, labour and prayer, was the motto of these early missionaries. And that is where Samson comes from, Pembrokeshire. English, very English indeed. And that is what he brought with him. Very interesting to note, because I didn't know that. We're going to move on now. Wax for wine. The monks of Dol were renowned bee farmers, as we learn from anecdote told by Count Montalembert in his Moines d'Occident. One day when Saint Samson of Dol and Saint Germain, Bishop of Paris, were conversing on the respective merits of their monasteries, Saint Samson said that his monks were such good and careful preservers of bees that, besides the honey which the bees yielded in abundance, they furnished more wax than was used in the churches for candles during the year. But that the climate not being suitable for growth of vines, there was great scarcity of wine. Upon hearing this, Saint Germain replied, "We, on the contrary, produce more wine than we can consume, but we have to buy wax. So if you will furnish us with wax, we will give you 1/10 of our wine." Samson accepted this offer, and the mutual arrangement was continued during the lives of the two saints. 2 British kingdoms were formed in Armorica Domnonia, the Corn. Now, some people will say it's cornucopia, but it's nothing to do with cornucopia, okay? It's Cornubia. It's completely different. The first embraced the Côtes du Nord, the Finistère north of the river Ilon. Cornubia, or Cornouaille, as it is now known, being situated below the river as far south as the river Ely. At first, these states paid a nominal homage to their native kings in Britain, but on the final fall of the British power, they proclaimed a complete and final independence. And that's the next part of our story, the Romance and Legends of Britany. I can't wait to get on to the next one because The next one includes Taliesin, the greatest bard that ever lived. Thank you so much for listening, and many blessings. Wysteria, energy, twister.